Welcome to team call. It's going to be a relatively short team call. I have a massive headache, but I'm still doing this. And mostly because the information is fresh to my mind. And this call really where the idea was to talk about social media for this month before we did our next book club for next month. But I wanted to change what we talked about based on all the research I've been doing, what I have been applying, and what I have been finding is working for me. So, today was supposed to be about Facebook and Instagram. And at this point, if y'all don't really know how Facebook and Instagram works, I don't really know how to help you because it's pretty basic. Like, we've talked about Instagram and Facebook to death. So by this point, like how to find friends or how to use a hashtag should be pretty organic. Now, I did watch a training video today with someone who specializes in social media marketing, and her video was all about how to really grow an Instagram following organically. And her point was that a lot of the trainings out there, which is true for a place like Instagram, they do a lot of like what they call chasing marketing. So like using a whole ton of hashtags, doing like for like, hiring companies to follow random people, or, paying people to share your content. So that's a lot of like the strategies that are out there for growing an Instagram following. And she found that while it was working, it wasn't really sustainable, and she wasn't having an engaged community of followership. So the number of followers you have doesn't really mean anything if no one's engaging with your stuff. So she did this whole presentation on attraction and how to attract organic followers. And her 3 things I thought were very interesting. And I wanted to present those to you because this works on Instagram. It also works on Facebook. It's actually the same formula. She talked about only Instagram, but it could work for Facebook as well. The first thing is identifying, you might want to write this down, identifying like 3 to 5 core beliefs or core values that you have as a business owner. So like, for example, she's a beauty blogger. So for her, it was like makeup was a big thing, confidence. What else did she talk about? Like something lifestyle. Like she had like 5 things that she like focused on in her business, right? So like I was looking at mine. So science of mind is one of the first things that I talk about all the time. Science of mind, law of attraction, that's like a big thing for me. Another one is fitness for health, not for weight loss or not for like thinness, but for health. Like what does fitness for health mean? That's like a big thing of mine. Compassionate living is a big thing of mine. What's the other thing that I talked about or I wrote down? Body image and body image, being a body image warrior. That's like a big one for me because I have such a story with body image. So I wrote down these things that I like really stand for, basically the things that that are like core values for me. And what I realized when I wrote that down is I never talk about body image and show my body. Like I need to show my body more, and I need to show my body in a way that makes me uncomfortable. I've been hiding from doing that. And that's keeping those people who are looking for someone to talk to about body image from coming to me. I never had that awareness until I did this exercise. Okay. So I really encourage you to highlight 3 to 5 like core values of yours, the things that really matter to you, and that the people that you want to connect with, it's going to matter to them. You need to know what those are because that's going to curate your content. That's going to give you your audience. Okay. Figure that out. Number 1. Number 2, what do those people, okay, what do your people, the people who have the same core values that you have, what do they want? What do they want? Like, what are their dreams? What are they trying to do? So like this beauty blogger was talking about how her people were people who wanted fashion tips that were efficient, like fast, quick fashion tips, and that looked natural, that just wanted to accent their natural beauty. Those are her people. That's what they're looking for. So that's what she blogs about, okay? So think about, for you, what are your people looking to do? What are they wanting to accomplish? Are they looking to lose more than 100 pounds? Are they looking to go vegan? Are they looking to get off medication? What are they looking to do? What are those people wanting to do with their life? Because what that's going to do, what that information is going to do is tell you what to post about. It's going to curate your content for you. Okay. So my people are looking to how to live nutritious lives without restriction. They want to know how to make delicious recipes by doing some simple substitutions that do not require a lot of work, that are healthier options. That's what my people are looking for. So that's the food I'm going to post about. Okay. Homemade desserts. I like to do that. That's the food I'm going to post about, right? Eating cleaner desserts. Body image, how to feel confident in your body, no matter what your size is and why that matters. That's what I'm going to post about. How to live more compassionately with yourself and with other people. That's really important. How to use science of mind. That's really important to my people. How to do law of attraction, how to talk about manifestation. Those are my people, right? So when you understand, okay, so Tanya, the first part is you got to figure out what your core values are. You have to figure out what are your core values. What are the things that you stand behind 100%? Like that whoever you want to work with, you want them to have those same core values. You want them to feel the same way that you feel. You know, is it living a life where you're not dependent on medication? Is it living like, what is that? What are your values? What do you want to talk about? Like, what are your interests, right? Is it empowerment, self-trust, you know, freedom from victimhood mindset? Like those things that are part of your story, these are your values. When you can figure out what those are, then decide, okay, these people who share these same values that I have, what do they want? What are they dreaming of? What are they trying to accomplish? What are they struggling with? Okay, that's going to curate your content. And then from there, you can make really straightforward and simple offers. Okay, once you have your people, you're connecting with your people, you're posting according to that, your followership will change as you're adding value in very specific ways, because now you're talking to very specific people. Okay, if you're just speaking generically, nobody knows who to listen to you. Like, why would I listen to you? Okay, so for example, right now I'm doing this live video extravaganza on Facebook about science of mind, law of attraction, all those universal laws. Okay, and the people who are going to watch those videos, they believe in science of mind. They are the people who are reading the books, watching the videos. People who don't follow that stuff ain't gonna watch my video. They don't care. That's not their thing. And if they don't care, they ain't my people, because that's like a huge part of my life. I don't want to talk to them. I want to help them, because we're not going to have common ground. I don't know how to talk to people who don't believe in that. Like, I don't know what to say to you if you don't believe that you manifest your reality. Like, I really don't have answers for you, right? Like, I don't want them joining my coaching program. I don't want them working with me because I can't help them. Do you know what I'm saying? So my content is very specific. And when I talk about weight loss or fitness, like Beachbody related, notice my language is very much about body image support. It's very about fitness for health. It's about compassionate eating. It's about stopping the cycle of obsessing. Right? That's the content that I share. Those are the people I want to work with. I don't want to work with people who want to be fitness models. I don't have anything to give them. I don't care about abs. You know, I'm not here to work with people who want to get cut. That's not my people. I want to eat pancakes. Not my people. I'm sorry. You know, if you want to eat a half a strawberry and call it your carb intake, it ain't me. Okay? We're not on the same page. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So you have to know, like, who are those people that you want to work with, because your content is going to speak to those people. If you try to make your content too generic, nobody's going to hear it. You know what I mean? So that's what you have to figure out, Tanya. Like, what do you really want to say? And it comes from your own story. You got to look at your own story, right? The fact that you are ex-military, that's a huge part of your story you never talk about. Right? The fact that you were traumatized about exercise because a boot camp made you want to die, took you like 4 years to trust me to do a burpee, right? So like, Seriously, I couldn't get Tanya to do a lunge if her life depended on it. It took me like 4 years to convince her that lunging wouldn't kill her. Okay. So just that's how long it took me. Okay. That's part of your story. Do you know how many people are military vets who are probably having the same issue you're having right now? They don't even want to touch exercise because they get PTSD from looking at a DVD. Okay. So you have got a humongous community of people that you can help. Women who are ex-military, divorced. I mean, girl, are you kidding me? You have a niche so specific, you could be the only Beachbody coach in it. Like, get out of here. Seriously. And
I probably am because I'm the only crazy one enough to do it.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can, plus military, they get discounts. You know, if they join as a coach, they get discount. Like, you guys have a lot of benefits. And that's a great population of people because they need you. They need someone who is working on herself, who is working past the PTSD, and who is liberating herself. They need you. So, like, you need to look at your own story. Susie, we've had this conversation before. You're in the autoimmune community. You've healed yourself from autoimmune issue. A lot of people are looking for answers for how to heal themselves and they don't know how. That's a really big deal. That's a huge population. Women who are over 40, who are diagnosed with an autoimmune condition and who maybe want to go vegan and they have no idea how to do that. They lost. Okay? They're completely lost. They're gaining weight. They're in menopause. They don't know what to do about it. They're freaking out. Their hormones are changing, making them crazy. Okay? You found a whole niche. I just found your niches for you. You're welcome. It took me like a century and a half. Nobody showed me where mine was. Okay. So now that you know that, like, oh, what do I value? Again, healing from something like PTSD, healing from trauma, recovering my soul from difficult experiences, recovering my heart after a really difficult marriage, right? Healing myself from an autoimmune condition that nobody has answers to. Like these are big things, right? Knowing that you have the power to heal yourself, that's huge because not a lot of people believe that. Okay? So these are the things you got to look at. And then you got to ask yourself, what are those women? What do they want? What are the women who are ex-military trying to put their lives back together? What do they want? What keeps them up at night? What are freshly divorced women? What do they want? What keeps them up at night? You know that because it's your story, right? So you don't have to look far. It's not rocket science, but you do have to get specific and you do have to pay attention to curating content to your people. I promise you that working with people that you jive with is so satisfying. It feels like a homecoming because you get them and they get you. And there's like this instant rapport that forms. You don't even have to talk to each other. You could just like osmosis talk to each other. So it's that level of connection is what you want. So that's my training for social media is you want to do those two things. You need to figure out what your core values are. And then what do those people want? Those people that share your values, what are they looking for? And curate your content for that. And make sure that at least once a day, you're going on social media and making a post. It doesn't have to be 50 times a day. Once a day, make a post that addresses something that you're about, okay? Stories and videos are still king and queen, okay? Videos get more traction than anything on Facebook. Stories get more attention than anything on Instagram. So if all you did was one post a day and then you did like stories with funny things or like a video, that would be enough. That's how social media has changed. You don't have to post a whole bunch of times a day anymore. Okay. The other thing that I'm doing that's working really well for me is email marketing, which is old as hell and is like the original form of online marketing. And guess what? It's still king. It still rules. Like it still works. So I started a group, which you're in. A lot of you guys are in Alignment Mastery, Alignment Activation. And as a key to get in, you had to give me your email address. I put you on a newsletter. Every week, everybody on my newsletter gets a couple of things. They get my most recent podcast episode when it launches right into their inbox. Here's a link. Here's what it's about. You can listen to it. It raises my podcast listenership. It gives them something of value for free. It's me teaching for 15 minutes on something that's free that they can listen to anywhere they are. It gives them my massage schedule in case they're local. They can come in and get an appointment. Come see me for some body work. It gives them any upcoming events like, hey, I have openings for TAU right now. Or, hey, you can book a one-on-one Law of Attraction coaching session with me. That's pretty cool. So they know as they come in what's happening. And then I give them a thought download for the week, something that I've been processing, working on, downloading that they can read to inspire them for the upcoming week. It's an easy thing for me to create. It takes me only like 15 minutes to make every single week. They look forward to it. So many people reply to my email and say, man, that really hit the spot today. Or like, thank you for that message. Or I love that podcast episode. It's giving them a ton of value. It was an easy thing to do. And it came attached to a group that has a great conversation going in it all the time. It's good energy. Everybody's talking about alignment and manifestation and science of mind in there, which is totally my jam. And it feeds into everything I do, because on that newsletter, guess what? When I open my challenge groups for Beachbody, that goes in the newsletter too. Hey, I'm starting a new fitness group. This is what we're doing. Do you want to join? Here's the link. So I do anything that I'm doing, any project goes into that email newsletter. And it's an extra way that I do marketing every single week. I don't blow up people's inboxes. It's once a week. They know what to expect, comes into their inbox on a Tuesday morning, and they can read my newsletter. So if you've been struggling with social media marketing, maybe old school marketing is better for you. It has been for me. It's increased my site views, my podcast listens, all the things. And I've started more conversations. So think about maybe opening a group that you facilitate about something that you love and that really speaks to you, and then making them give an email so that you can create a list. Okay? It's another easy way to do marketing. There's so many ways. You just have to like open your mind and be creative and just think like, how can I give more value to people? Maybe, Susie, you could do an email campaign for people where you email them a new vegan recipe every single week. How easy would that be? You cook all the time. You know how to make a bazillion things. Making a recipe for you is like me doing a meditation. Like, it's like so easy. It's like second nature, right? So you could just create a vegan recipe, do a really beautiful template in MailChimp for free, get a group going, or like a vegan group, maybe like vegan support or whatever, and then have them give your email every single week. You give them a recipe, and then underneath the recipe, you're like, hey, I have a challenge group coming up. Hey, I have any new coaches who want to do what I do, you can join here. I'll mentor you. And every single week, they're seeing that in their inbox. Boom. Okay, so just some ideas of some other ways of marketing, some other ways to do this. But it does require that you do some self-study and really like sit with yourself and say like, who am I? Who are these people that I want to work with? And what do they want, so that I can actually make it for them? Okay, and have fun with it. That's my social media training. 23 minutes. Boom. Clocked it. Do you guys have any questions since you're on?
The only question I have, when you and I meet, I make all my notes, I write everything down. It's getting from there to doing the work that I'm stuck.
What
like
work?
The invites or setting up a challenge group or
Okay.
doing anything other than posting like what I'm doing with my own health and fitness journey.
So you haven't done a call to action is what you're saying. You haven't made a post like, hey, I have a group coming up on this date where we will be doing this thing. Do you want to participate?
Right. And I won't even comment on other people's stuff and private message them. Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if it's fear or I don't know. I just can't get from this place to the next place.
Okay. So when you go, do you know how to start a challenge group, first of all?
No.
Okay.
No.
You don't know how to do that. Probably part of the problem, because you're not going to know what to do. You're like, I technically don't know what to do. So then what do I do?
Right.
2 ways. Facebook group, my challenge tracker. Facebook group is on Facebook. You probably know how to make one of those. They're pretty straightforward and simple. You go to groups, click create. It opens up a group. You name it. You add humans to it. It goes live. It's like real simple. Can't mess that one up. My challenge tracker, it's a little bit more complicated. You go to your coach office, sign in. Up top, it'll say My Challenge Tracker Portal. You click on that, start a group, date it. What will the group be about? It takes you through all these prompts, and then you open one up. in
I
the
mean,
high.
it's even more basic than that. I can't even get to the point of inviting someone that is not in person.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Sometimes the reason we don't do that, and this happened to Sable a bit in the beginning, was because we don't have anything to offer them. So we're like, what am I going to invite to? Like, I don't even have anything. So that's why I'm saying creating a space that you will have so that when you invite people, you have some place to take them might be a good first step for you. Because at least you'll have the thing, and in the back of your mind, you're like, I have something to give this person now. Because otherwise,
yeah, but even if I invited them to our group, I'm like, I can't even get to that place.
you mean to the Workout Warrior Wellness Studio?
Like, I can't get myself to invite people that I don't know in person.
Okay.
To join, so my one coach, one client that I have, I knew in person and I've known for years.
Correct.
So for me, it was easier to invite her to the wellness, the Workout Wellness Studio, and kind of walk her through placing her first order and like all of that stuff. But like getting on social media and inviting someone, I can't, I'm stuck getting to that place.
Have you even done like a general call to action yet where people get to answer you?
No.
Okay, so let's start with the easier one, because getting in someone's inbox is not generally super comfortable, and there's a way to do that, but you don't have to start there. It's like you're wanting to jump the high fence when the low bar is like staring you in the face, like, hello, I'm here. You could just do me first, and then that will be fine. Okay, so the low bar is literally saying like, hey, you guys have seen me posting about what I'm doing for my health, and it's like really working, and now I want to get a group of us together, and I want to help you guys do what I'm doing. Any interest? Question mark. Anybody needing help with diabetes or, whatever, like list things that you have been working on. Anybody needing help with like natural remedies for supporting diabetes, natural remedies for supporting anxiety, that involve fitness and nutrition, because it's really been working for me, and share a little bit about your story, like why it's been working for you. And then end it with, I have a group starting, set a date. Anybody interested in participating? Let them say, yes, Tanya, this sounds interesting to me. And then you can be like, oh, Rachel, thank you for saying that. Now I will message you, and instead of being a harassment case, I will just answer your question by saying, yes, you can come and join me. Let's talk about it. Do you have time to get on a phone call for 20 minutes on X date? And then you do exactly what you would do with anybody that you know, right? Because you already did it. You talked to her, you walked through placing the order. You know how to do that part. It's just bridging the gap. It's building that connection. So start with something easier, like sharing a little bit about your journey and why it's been so inspiring, and then end with a call to action, which is I have a group starting at this date. Who wants to join me, right? Or how can I help you? Would you like to participate in a group like this? And let people answer you, and let people engage with that post, okay? That would be level 1.
Okay. We might need level half.
Okay, well, I'm gonna expect level 1 before our phone call, which is 2 days from now. So you have 2 days to decide when you're gonna start a group and to craft a post. You don't have to post it. You will have to post it on Friday, but we can talk about it before you post it. But craft a post, okay? Then we can talk about it on our call. You can share your post with me. I can read it over, okay, and coach you a little bit on how to fine-tune the post. And then you'll share it, okay? But we can coach on that one-on-one when we have our call. But this is the first step to inviting to anything, is like just sharing a little bit about your journey and then doing an open call to action.
Yeah, and I think that's probably it for me. Like, I am horrified at sharing my journey.
That's what it is. It's not the technical stuff. That's what it is. It's fear.
Yeah. Like, what are people going to think about me? How will that affect my friendships, my relationships, my work situation? All the things. Like, I'm like, oh God, what if they find this? Because nobody knows this story about me but you. right? And some coaches on our team, one or two, but very few people know anything about my story on purpose.
Here's what I will say. You don't have to open up Pandora's box day one and be like, here's the story of my life from the time that I was born. Okay? I didn't do that. Okay? And even though I'm very open about my sexuality and comfortable with it, I didn't really talk about that openly once I started running a business until almost 2 years in. Okay? I was like, by the way, here's more information about me. I didn't do that until 2 years in. I wasn't ready. I wasn't energetically ready for that. Right? So you have to ask yourself, like, what am I ready to share? Because I don't see anything wrong with someone saying my health was declining and I need to take control of that. I was on way too many meds, prescription meds from doctors to control this and control that. And it just wasn't working for me to keep doing that. So I sought help. I got help a more natural way to help me regulate my body. I started working out a little bit and maybe share a little bit about why working out was hard for you because you have a negative experience with it. And so you had to kind of walk yourself through starting to work out, and you were learning new ways of eating that you weren't familiar with, and then slowly your health improved. That's true to your story. It's a very organic part of your story. And I can't see why anybody would take offense with that. Like, Tanya, you're trying to improve yourself? How dare you? This is some shit. We have to have a conversation. Like, no one's going to say that. So you just have to like ask yourself, what am I ready to share? What am I energetically ready to back? And it sounds like that might be the part of your story that you can back up right now. And maybe that's it. That's all you have to share right now.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll write some things down, and then when we talk on Friday, you help me craft.
Okay. And that will be your first CTA. And then from there, we'll figure out this. By the way, I want you guys to watch the video I just posted on our team page from Lauren Francois. If you have not seen Lauren Francois's video, please watch it after this team call or tomorrow morning. It's very important. She's been a Beachbody coach for 5 years. She's built a very successful business doing very simple tasks, like not big numbers, not crazy things. And that's what she talks about in the video, like taking it back old school. It's really, really important. So
I like old school baby steps.
Yeah. She's wonderful. Her video was like super inspiring.
Yeah.
We'll start there.
Baby steps. Meanwhile, it did take you 4 years.
Call to actions. She's nailing it. Yeah. Susie's getting better using her stories and doing a good job, ma'am. I'm liking watching your stories. Yes, you. Doing good with your call to actions and inviting people. That's the ticket. Here's the thing too that I want to close this with. It's not really about social media, but Lauren talks about it in her training video. The point for us is to just help people with anything. Like challenge packs are a great deal. They really help people out, but maybe the person you're talking to might just need some Energize because they have no energy. They don't drink coffee and they like fruity shit. So maybe just like invite them to Energize. That's an invitation. Like, girl, do you need some energy? I got something that's really bomb. It's vegan. It's good for you. It's not coffee. It's easy. You might want to try this. Here's a sampler of Energize, 10 stick pack. And then with that, welcome them to your fitness community, right? With anything. Maybe they just want to try BOD for 2 weeks for free. Maybe I want to do 2 weeks, like Sable and I. So right now I'm promoting for TAU. In the second half of the month, I'm promoting for our fitness challenge. We're starting opening up anybody who wants to try BOD for the year for $99. Not the challenge pack, just BOD. Just wants to sign up with BOD or do the 2-week free trial and then go into that every 3 months or whatever. So we're opening a challenge group just for that. Why? Get people in with whatever they need and let them experience you as a coach and your community. Let them fall in love with the community. And then guess what? People posting pics about Shakeology. People posting pics about Energize. They're going to be like, what's that? What's Shakeology? What's Energize? What's that thing? What's Ultimate Portion Fix? They start asking questions. They get curious. And you're like, girl, wait, here's a link. Try this out. And they already have trust from you because you didn't try to push something on them they didn't need, right? Maybe they just need the beach bars. Maybe they just need daily sunshine. Maybe they just need recover, okay? So it's just about helping people with whatever thing you think they might need. And she really talks about that. And what's interesting about Lauren's video is she did an entire spreadsheet on the TV, the team volume that we get for the things that we sell. And the challenge pack actually had the lowest TV number assigned to it, right? Like single sell items had a much higher TV, which means much more residual income. So she's like, here we are trying to like talk about challenge packs all the time, but it's not really giving us more return on residual income. So she's like, this is important for you guys to see. Like the goal for earning income in this business is increasing volume. The more volume you have, the better you're doing financially, right? So if that's the goal, that means help people with anything that they need. Help them. Build the trust. They will be repeat customers. And that's so true. Like that's such a powerful message. So just dropping that wisdom.
Yeah, I like the post that I think it was Misfit posted about the trial packs or sampler packs of like everything.
Yeah, so Lauren made that graphic, and it's like try all my favorite things for under $50, and that's like super genius. I'm actually going to be promoting that for the challenge group. They get the bod trial, they get Energize sampler, and I think Shakeology sampler in there, and it's like $45. I'm like, people get to try everything you use for like a few days. Why not?
Yeah.
Let them try it. The other day, some girl was talking about, oh, she needs a supplement. And I was like, I commented and I was like, I'll send you a message. And instead of sending her like the bag, I was like, girl, here's a sampler of what I use. It's a vegan sampler. Only has 4 packets. It's one of each flavor. Try it. It's only $20. Like if you like it, once you get this, you actually get into my fitness group for free. So that's kind of a perk of trying this, you know? She was super grateful. She was like, that's awesome. Thank you so much. She was pumped, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's important. It's like, don't be scared of sharing samplers with people and like giving them trials of stuff and letting them tiptoe. You know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid of that. Just help people. People need you. They need what you have. So just help them, you know, make it easy.
Yeah, I think I want to try that with my I hate portion fix client prospect. You know, here's the trial. There's no containers. It's all nutrition and supplements. Here you go.
Yeah. Get them into the group and let them have fun. And I mean, if you're someone who's like, I don't want to start my own online community, we have the Workout Wellness Studio. It's not run by you. So what happens is when you put someone into that community, it's really great for their support, but they see us as leaders because we're the ones posting in there. So the reason that we like you guys to also have your own communities is because you want to establish leadership as a coach, you know, unless you want to be a contributing person to that group, unless you want to commit to contributing content in that group. And so Kari, Sable, and I run that group, and we contribute weekly content to that group. So we are seen as the leaders of that group because we are contributing, right? So it's open to any coach who wants to, but the requirement is you have to be contributing valuable content every single week to that group.
Is that like just once a week? Like,
yes.
Pick
so right
a topic.
Now we have an alternating like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, basically we post because there's only 3 of us. And it goes by the theme, right? So like we did nutrition focus for this whole week. So we're talking a lot about nutrition in there. We're going to talk about like fitness, exercise all of next month because we're doing the bod trial, right? So we kind of agree on a theme. Sable and I sort of set the tone for the group, and then everybody else kind of contributes accordingly.
That might be an easier step for me to kind of work myself up to having my own group.
Okay. Well, let us know if you want to start contributing content. We'll let you know what the theme of the month is. And then you can, like Kari likes to find images or quotes that are really inspiring and then share part of her story. I like to do live videos because that's just like how I roll. I'm a live video person. Sable likes to share articles. It's funny because we're all like super different. Like the 3 of us like to post like different shit. So it's nice because it's like balanced in the group. So it's just like, what kind of stuff do you like to share? And then share it in there. That's it.
Okay, I'm going to add that to our call Friday.
Okay. Write the agenda, girl. I'm backing you up.
Yeah.
Backing you up.
And since I'm now permanently going to be at the office, you and I can have lunch.
Perfect.
Oh. But yeah, I could crawl out of my hole from working and living at home. Now I want to be in a formal office.
Good for you.
No, not good for me. I like to hide in my house.
Well, it's better for you not to. So good for you. Repeat what I just said. All right, darlings. Do you guys have any questions about what I shared with social media content or marketing? Because that was really the bulk of today. Next week, it's going to be more like apps and tools that we use. This week was more about how to actually share content to get organic followership.
That'd be awesome.
Cool. All right. Well, that's a wrap then. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging with me. I'll upload this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.